Hi, my name is Yuri, and today we're going to be talking about invasive species. So in this lesson, we'll be able to recall what invasive species are, what their unique characteristics are, some examples, and different methods of control. So what are invasive species? Well, there are organisms that are not native to a specific location, so they colonize a new ecosystem or habitat. So some common examples you can see is the red fox, bamboo, and wild boar. Now you can see these a lot throughout the US, and they didn't originate from here. They originate from different places like China, Southeast Asia, and they all came over here through different methods, which we'll talk about a little bit later. So fun fact, did you know that there are over 50,000 different types of invasive species in the world? Like that is a lot. So how do invasive species spread from one place to another? Well, the most common is natural disasters like tornadoes, tsunamis, and because these natural phenomenons have a lot of wind and rain, these carry pollen, seeds, animals, all from one place to another. So they populate in different areas and they travel over long distances. Reason number two is human activities, and this includes international trade, immigration, and you can bring over food. And in that food, there could be seeds, bugs, anything that can allow that to reproduce in a different country or different area, and that is how some of these species spread. Fun fact number two, did you know that English ivy is an invasive species? I thought this was really interesting because I didn't know this, and these are all over my backyard. So if you ever see these like at a park or playground or even in your backyard, you should know that these are an invasive species. So what are some characteristics of invasive species? Well, one, they are highly adaptive, which means they can survive in practically any environment, whether it's hot, cold, rainy, dry, in a mountain, desert, whatever it is, they can survive, which means they can populate and increase their numbers very easily. Number two, they don't have natural predators. Now, I know these guys may seem a little scary, but they actually play a really important role in the environment. They control a lot of the numbers of animals, but because invasive species don't have natural predators, their numbers don't decrease. So they just keep increasing and increasing, and their numbers get a little out of hand. Number three, they don't respond to density dependent factors. Now, what this means is competition, predation, and disease. So we already talked about predation, but because invasive species are not from that area, they don't have natural competition and they don't respond to indigenous disease. So there isn't really a way to control the numbers. But how do they get controlled? Well, there are two main types of control. One are chemicals. They're selective and specific to certain invasive species. And now what that means is the chemical is designed to get rid of that specific organism. And number two is biological control. So scientists, researchers, or zoologists, they will bring in natural predators of these invasive species so they can take care of the high numbers. So through these two methods, their numbers decrease. So quiz time, I promise these aren't hard. But question number one, what is a reason why invasive species spread? A, natural phenomenons, tornadoes and tsunamis. B, diseases. C, recycling. Or D, manure, which is like animal poop. So the answer is A, natural phenomenons such as tornadoes and tsunamis. And remember, in natural phenomenons, the wind and rain carry seeds, pollen, animals to spread. Just remember that. Question number two, how do invasive species get controlled? A, the government. B, bees. C, chemicals. Or D, water. The answer is C, chemicals. Chemicals are selective and specific to the certain organisms, so their numbers can decrease. Question number three, what is the characteristic of invasive species? A, they eat a lot of food. B, they drink a lot of water. C, they sleep a lot. Or D, they are highly adaptive. And the answer is D, they are highly adaptive. So remember, invasive species are highly adaptive, so they can survive practically anywhere and populate very, very easily. So if you like today's lesson, here are just some more videos and worksheets for you guys to work on about invasive species. And yeah, I really hope you liked today's lesson. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact me at yuripark39@gmail.com. And I'll see you later. Bye.